I'm meteorologist Storm Cat 5, and this is your outbreak setup for Wednesday, June 18th, and it starts right now. All right, so our main driver of severe weather today is going to be this low pressure system that's clearly spinning here. We're going to have a cold front coming around the back side of it, and along that front is where all of our shower and storm action will focus today. Notice out in front of that low pressure, we've got some clearing out here, so that will allow the environment to destabilize as we go throughout the afternoon and evening. Now, if we take a look at the current radar, what you'll notice is you've got, this is the leftover of an MCV, a mesoscale convective vortex from last night, and that will actually be the focal point for a lot of the showers and storms that we get in Indiana and Illinois, where the greatest tornado threat exists this afternoon. Now, looking at the Storm Prediction Center outlook, we've got this enhanced risk that goes from Michigan down through Indiana, Illinois, into southeastern Missouri, even into parts of northwest Ohio. And that is where we're expecting the greatest chance for severe storms today, the greatest chance for tornadoes as well. But we could get severe storms as far south as Oklahoma and Arkansas as well. We've got that slight risk that goes all the way down into those regions. And check it out, even here in Ohio, I've got a slight risk as well. I'll probably get nothing. All right, now looking at our tornado threat, it will be greatest right in this region from eastern Illinois, basically the entire state of Indiana, even into southern Michigan. That includes Detroit. I think we should see a couple of tornadoes in that brown area right in there. Places like Chicago, Indianapolis, Toledo, Ohio, Dayton, Ohio, even into Grand Rapids and into Detroit, Michigan. Those are the areas that I'm most concerned about today. Now, the wind will also be a major concern. That's why we have this enhanced risk, because we'll have several clusters of storms that form and move to the north and east like that, and they could pack quite a punch. Hail shouldn't be too much of a concern today, but any storms that do form, especially down here, will have the greatest chance to be supercells, hence will have the greatest chance to pack some hail. Did I just say hence? Now, how is today going to time out? Well, let's take a look at the future radar here on the HRRR model. We're going to start this morning. You'll see it's picking up on this MCV, this leftovers, being kind of the main focal point for showers and storms over the next couple of hours. As we go into the afternoon, evening, those should get stronger and stronger and form into this semi-broken line, this semi-discrete line. Now, the real question is, will any discrete cells form out in front in Indiana? If they do, those will have the greatest chance of producing a couple of tornadoes. Leo, the HRRR shows these clusters. Those would be the ones that I'm most concerned about for tornadoes. The ones behind them also will have a tornado threat, but they'll have more of a wind threat and an embedded tornado threat. But this is just after lunch. This is about 2 or 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll likely have a couple of clusters of storms sweeping through Illinois and into Indiana, and then eventually moving into northwest Ohio by about 5 or 6 p.m. when they slam through central Ohio. And zooming out here, let's look at what our picture looks like at 5 p.m. for the rest of us. We'll also have a couple of supercells ongoing down here in Oklahoma, possibly even through Arkansas as well. But that line should extend into Kentucky. We are expecting some gusty winds, maybe a couple of spin-ups as well. The further north you are, the earlier your storm's going to kick off. The further south you are, the later in the day the storms will kick off. So Illinois and Indiana, your timing is around from now until around 5, 6, 7 p.m. And then Michigan and Ohio, you're up right after that by about dinner time your storm's going to move through. So 6, 7, 8 p.m. Same thing with Ohio. And then down here, Tennessee, Kentucky, Arkansas, and Oklahoma, your timing is also around dinner time, say 5, 6, 7 p.m. Eastern. Now, going into the night, the threat should diminish pretty quickly once the sun sets. Could have some storms and flooding concerns down in Kentucky and Tennessee in the early morning hours on Thursday morning, but the severe weather threat should be gone. Now, the real question is, will there be enough twist in the atmosphere to get tornadoes today? Because we know there's going to be enough lift. The storms are going to be ongoing. And looking at the photograph over here, there is some twisting in the atmosphere. Notice how it's kind of like a little bit of an upside down U shape. So if any storms today can remain discrete, can remain by themselves, the only person on the dance floor, they will have a pretty good shot at producing a tornado or two. If they remain in a line, they'll have a much harder time, but still it'll be possible. All right, so once again, guys, severe storms are possible from Michigan all the way down through Oklahoma. So if you live in this region, from Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, through Michigan, through Missouri, back down in Oklahoma, heads up, a day of severe weather with damaging winds and a tornado or two is definitely possible. Don't freak out though. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Find someone, tell them you love them, tell them you care about them. Today, Storm Cat 5, and I'll see you on the next one.